So this is our third week in the narrative lectionary, a set of readings that's taking us from the beginning of Genesis through the Bible to help us get an overall picture of Scripture, of what's happening. But you may have already noticed just in these 3 weeks that there are some pretty big gaps between the stories that we hear from Sunday to Sunday. Some of you are following along with the daily readings each week that helps to fill in some of those gaps. But occasionally I'll do these little segments before the sermon to help us get from where we were last week to where we are this week. Last week, Pete preached on Abraham, and now we're with Abraham's great-grandson, Joseph. That's where the focus is. And I just want to look briefly at this family tree so we understand kind of where we've been and how we got to Joseph today. So you'll see that Abraham, the patriarch, is at the top, and the 3 women, his wife Sarah, and the 2 servant women that he had children by are listed under there with the children. So this line going down to Joseph goes through Sarah. Isaac is the son of Abraham and Sarah. Isaac marries Rebekah, who has Jacob and Esau, and those are the twins. You may remember stories about them. Technically, Esau was the oldest because he came out first, but Jacob ended up getting that birthright through some questionable means. And it's important to know, too, as we're reading these stories, that Jacob is also named Israel. So in today's readings, both names are used, Jacob and Israel. It's the same person. And Jacob then has 12 sons by 4 different women, by 2 wives, Leah and Rachel, who are sisters, and by the maids of each of those wives. Rachel is the favored wife, the beloved wife. Joseph is her oldest son. Benjamin is the baby. Reuben is Leah's son. He's the oldest of the entire group. He plays a role in the story today. And these 12 sons of Jacob, who is also Israel, become the 12 tribes of Israel. Leah's son Judah is the son through whom the tribe of Judah comes, which is where we have the name Jews. So that's where we are with Joseph today, the great-grandson of Abraham, and that's whose story we are about to hear.